We are reminded that the town of Bonnyville is situated on Treaty 6 land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and is the traditional homeland and home to First Nation and Métis people today. We respect the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nation, Métis, and all First People of Canada whose presence continues to enrich our community. Before us, Council, we have an agenda. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We do not have any additions tonight.
Okay, thank you. Looking for a motion then to accept as presented. Councillor Kushner,
I'll give you that motion, Madam Mayor.
all in favor? Carried. Next, we have the minutes from May 12th. Were there any changes to those minutes? Seeing none, we'll look for a motion then to approve. Councillor Sharoon,
I'll move the council meeting minutes dated May 12th, 2026.
all in favor? Carried. Now, we do have an item in Municipal Planning Commission. If I can get a motion to move into MPC, please. Councillor Johnson,
I'll make the motion to move into the Municipal Planning Commission.
all in favor? Carried. All right. We now call MPC to order. Before us, we have an agenda. Any additions to this agenda?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We do not have any additions or omissions at this time. I don't believe, do we? No, perfect.
All right. Motion to approve agenda. Councillor Blanchette,
I'll move adoption of the agenda.
all in favor? Carried. Next, we have the meeting minutes from April 28th, 2026. Were there any changes to those meeting minutes as presented? Seeing none, we'll get a motion to approve those minutes, please. Thank you, Councillor Sidlick. All in favor? Carried. All right, we have a proposed development permit. Who would like to take that one on?
I will, Madam Mayor, thank you. The Town of Bonnyville Planning and Development Department received an application requesting a variance to the minimum clearance required beneath the freestanding sign. The subject property is located within the C3 Highway Commercial District and is regulated under the Land Use Bylaw 1447-16. Under Land Use Bylaw, signage is identified as a discretionary use in all districts and subject to the applicable sign regulations. One of the requirements for freestanding signs is a minimum clearance of 3 meters from the grade to the underside of the sign. I'd like to add, we're looking at this as more of a monument sign, but they're not in our land use bylaw, so it has to be a freestanding sign. The applicant is proposing to install a freestanding sign with a clearance of 35 inches from the grade to the underside of the sign. This represents a reduction of 2.11 meters from the required standard, equating to 70.3% variance. The proposed sign has an overall height of 9 feet 7 inches and the width of 8 feet. Notification of the application was mailed to adjacent landowners in accordance with the requirements of the Municipal Government Act and the Land Use Bylaw. I've also included a illustration of the sign that was going to be done on the mail out that went out. Total of 18 letters went out and we received no responses from any of the contacted parties. It's the recommendation that the Municipal Planning Commission approve development permit application 26-D0026 variance request with the provided conditions.
Okay, thank you. Opening it up to questions for administration on this request. Councillor Kushner?
Thanks, Madam Mayor. So through to administration, in the bylaw, why is the minimum vertical clearance of 3 meters? Why would it be 3 meters? Is there reasoning behind that?
I don't know the reasoning behind that.
Okay. So it's kind of hard to make a decision if we don't know the reason behind the 3 meters, right?
The only really I could think of would be for sight lines for traffic, to keep the signs up, for any of the like pylon signs.
Okay. So, and you don't think that this will affect traffic then where it's going to be situated?
No, this sign is going parallel with the road and it's inset, I think 7 or 8 feet from the property line. And fortunately, across the road is a residential area, so they're not gonna have a big monster sign sitting there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions from council? Councillor Johnson?
So just looking at the picture here, it looks like it's going to be like adjacent to the building, like lined up with the building.
Yes,
Sorry, through to administration, my apologies. Alrighty, and it is facing west, so it's not going to obstruct any views.
correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions on this request? Oh, go ahead. CAO Winfrey?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I think the easiest way to kind of visualize this is that the Manors, the Wayne Manors, they have a similar sign, similar to this, so it'd be comparable to that.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Councillor Blanchett?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Not necessarily specific to this particular sign, but I noted in the information provided, and I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Anytime someone wants to erect a sign in the town of Bonnyville, it comes to MPC?
Well, they are discretionary use, but I only have variance up to 10%.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? No. Yeah, I did have an opportunity to drive by and I thought that I didn't really think it would obstruct the view and I was okay with the sign as they have it drawn up here. Would be my 2 cents. But we are looking for a decision, Councillor Johnson?
I'd be willing to make the motion that the Municipal Planning Commission approve the development permit application 26-D0026 variance request with the following 7 conditions.
Okay, thank you. Questions on the motion? All in favor? Opposed? That motion is carried. All right, we're move back into regular meeting. We'll get a motion to move back into regular council meeting. Councillor Sharoon,
I'll move us back into regular council meeting.
all in favor? Carried. Okay, next on the agenda, the financial reports for April.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Attached are the financials up to the end of April. They include the bank reconciliation statement, the operating budget financial report, and the capital budget financial report, as well as a list of capital projects that have been paid for to date. We are asking that council accept the April 2026 financial report as presented.
Okay. Any questions for the reports, the financial reports? No? All right, we are looking for a motion then, please, to approve as presented. Councillor Blanchett.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'll move that council accept the April 2026 financial report as presented.
Thank you. All in favor? Carried. Next, we have a letter of support for increasing the LMIA cap to 15%. Who wants to speak on that?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The town of Athabasca has submitted a correspondence highlighting concerns with the federal reduction of the LMIA cap for lower wage workers from 20% to 10%. While intended to prioritize Canadian workers, this reduction has created significant challenges in rural and northern communities where labor shortages are already acute. Key sectors impacted include food service and hospitality, transportation and logistics, agricultural and processing, caregiving and social services. The federal government has introduced a temporary measure allowing 15% cap for rural regions in 2026-27. However, provinces must opt in. Alberta has chosen not to participate, leaving rural municipalities at a competitive disadvantage compared to other provinces. The recommendation is that Council authorize administration to send a letter of support to the province of Alberta urging participation in the federal temporary increase to 15% LMIA cap for rural communities and to advocate for exemptions for municipalities with populations under 10,000.
Okay, thank you. Questions? Are we, oh, sorry, go ahead, Councillor Blanchett.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Through to administration. Where did we get this letter from?
I believe we received it through an email correspondence that was directed to administration and I believe the mayor.
Yeah, it was sent to me and then also administrate. So the town of Athabasca did send it out.
Okay, thank you.
CEO Winfrey, can you speak on, how does this coincide with the rural renewal stream?
I don't know necessarily how it does coincide, to be honest. I think this is a separate program from the rural renewal stream. The rural renewal stream does have similar aspects to it, but I don't believe that they're connected in some ways. I'd have to look into it a bit more, to be honest, to find out if there is a connection, but I don't see one through the way this, because I think this is a direct federal program, not provincial. And I think that's why that the province has opted out, because this is, in their eyes, I would assume that they see this as addressed through the rural renewal stream. But and I think it's just the way it's set up that this would be completely connected from municipal to federal. So that would be part of that whole discussion that the province wants to have everything go through the province. So.
Okay, thank you. So is this something that, so there is an ask, are we interested in sending a letter of support and urging the participation in the federal temporary increase to 15%? Councillor Kushner?
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Sitting on ECDev, I know this is very important to our business owners here in town. Definitely, I'm in favor of this, and I would make the motion that we authorize administration to send a letter of support to the province of Alberta for this.
Okay, thank you. Any other conversation before the motion goes forward? Are you okay with that? Yeah, yeah. Or questions? No? All right. Yes?
I have no problem supporting it. Whether they listen and opt in is another thing with the changes that they did do to the urban renewal stream, but I'd be okay voting on it, so.
Okay. All right. Councillor Kushner, will your motion stand? All right. Any questions on the motion? Just to make sure we're clear. Okay. All in favor? All right, that's passed. Thank you. Committee reports. Oh, are we started? Councillor Skidlake, would you like to go first, please?
Sure. Hey, on May 16th, I attended the Bonnyville Oilman Society Lobster Fest. It was well attended and supported by the community, fundraising for great causes. On May 21st, I attended the Bonnyville Vizhivanka Day, celebrating Ukrainian culture. May 22nd, Councillor Johnson and I participated in the Northeast Muni Corps orientation and are now prepared to represent the town of Bonnyville at this table. And on May 25th, attended the Bonnyville 4-H District Beef Show and Sell. It's truly remarkable to see the dedicated responsibility and countless hours that these young people put in. That's it.
Alrighty, for me, May 13th, I attended virtually the Muni Corps board meeting. May 14th, I went up to Lac La Biche with Madam Mayor and Deputy Mayor Kushner for the Dr. Price's inception into the college as the Dean, no, what's his official title? Dean, no. President, pardon me. So that was a very cool ceremony that they did. May the 16th, I ducked into the museum for a couple hours to help switch over some of the social media accounts and a few things. And then later that night, I attended the Oilman Society Lobster Fest. May the 20th, we had a Historical Society meeting. May 21st, Water Commission. And then later on that evening, I attended Your Region, Your Voice. May 22nd, we had our Muni Corps board training. And then May 25th, which was last night, I attended the 4-H district beef sale. And just to echo Councillor Sidlick, congratulations to all the youngsters there from across the region with all their hard work and dedication. And it was a great show to see. Thank you very much.
Okay, for myself, May 13th, I went, had a Wellness Coalition meeting. The 14th, I also went to Dr. Stephen Price's Indigenous adoption ceremony. That was interesting, and I really enjoyed that. 21st, I had a Travel Lakeland meeting in St. Paul, and 21st again, I did have a DMO AGM, and that's all I have.
Okay, so for myself, May 13th, I did the second class for the EOEP public engagement session. Pardon me. And then from there, with some other C2 board directors, we headed out to Meadow Lake to tour their recreation facility. Their old arena burnt down, so they built a new arena with a field house on it, and it also has their municipal offices in it. So we went to tour that. And then May 14th in the morning, I had a quick meeting regarding the project FOS Franco through ABMA. And that project is coming along nicely. We're working out the details of the delegation when they come for a tour here in October, which I'm hoping we'll have a stop here in the town of Bonnyville and maybe look to my fellow councillors to do a little breakfast session with them. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then I went down to Portage College, also attended the pipe ceremony for the president adoption, adopting actually his new Cree name, which I will not try to say because I don't think I even remember it. Yeah, translate to Scout. Yes, yeah. May 16th, attended the Oilman's Lobster Fest. May 20th, I had the third and final session for the EOEP public engagement. May 19th, this was a really fun day. I want to tell you guys a little bit about it. The new school curriculum moves the education of municipal governance from grade 6 government from grade 6 now down to grade 2 and grade 3. And so this year was my first year. I went to Notre Dame Elementary School, and I went to 6 classes that day and talked all about the different levels of government and the responsibility from each. And it was an absolute blast, and I really, really enjoyed it. May 21st, during the day, attended Travel Lakeland's engagement session regarding they're trying to build a 20-year destination development plan. And then in the evening, through the chamber, we had the event called Your Region, Your Voice. And it was a good opportunity for all 3 levels of government to be in one room for our local businesses. So good event. And on May 25th, had a C2 meeting. And then in the evening, attended the 4-H sale.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. On the 13th of May, I attended the EOEP Council's role in public engagement and took the final one on the 20th of May, so completed that course. On the 16th of May, I attended the Bonnyville Oilman Society Lobster Fest. On May 20th as well, I attended a Lakeland Lodge and Housing Foundation meeting. On the 21st, we had our regular chamber board meeting. Just want to let everybody know, back by popular demand, the Christmas party will be on December 5th. So that's for all small businesses, and it'll be held at the Ag Society Rodeo Grounds this year. So they've got some excellent entertainment planned for that evening. I believe one of them is dueling pianos, and so yeah, it'll be a fun time. So for all those small businesses that want to be part of a larger fun party, contact Megan at the chamber, and she will be more than happy to set you up. On the 25th, we had a regular C2 board meeting, followed that evening by a 4-H and district sale. Again, kudos to all those kids with those steers, because they did a phenomenal job in grooming and raising them and making them gain weight, and it gives the kids a lot of confidence to be able to speak publicly to adults. And we were taken on a tour in the back with the steers, and it was amazing what these kids do with them. So congratulations to everybody there. On the now to my AB Muni's Director of Towns East. On the 19th, I attended a membership visit with Bonaccord and Gibbons. On the 20th and 21st, we had a strategic planning session, And on the 22nd, we had a municipality viability workshop in the morning, and then my Finance and Economy Committee meeting that afternoon. And that's it.
All right, thank you. May 16th, I also attended the Oilman's Lobster Fest. May 21st, along with Councillor Sidlick, I attended the Vigibanka Day celebration and brought greetings on behalf of the town. May 22nd, attended the Public Works Open House. And then in my role as the president of the FCSS Association, I had a few meetings related to some projects we're working on, including the Northeast Regional Gathering that we're hosting here in Bonnyville later this week at the golf course. And that's all for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving on. We do have a proclamation for the Senior Citizens Week from June 1st to 7th. Whereas seniors are valued members of our community whose contributions and experiences enrich the fabric of our society. And whereas Seniors Week provides an opportunity to recognize and celebrate the wisdom, accomplishments, and ongoing contributions of seniors in Bonnyville, the town of Bonnyville does now hereby proclaim June 1st to 7th, 2026 as Seniors Week in the town of Bonnyville. Next, council, we have our community organization funding up to date up to May 14th. And next, questions. Any questions for administration at this time? No? All right, seeing none, we have a couple items in camera. If I can get a motion to move into camera, please. Councillor Johnson.
I'll make that motion to go into camera.
Thank you. All in favor?